is up, guys? Welcome to David Pulfus Speaks. I am David Pulfus, and I'm glad to see you. Thank you for joining me. It's always good to see you back at our bat cave at our same bat time. I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you hanging out with me. You know, hopefully that is my intention, that I will give you some insight and drop some nuggets, some wisdom nuggets, some love bombs here and there, so that, you know, these little bitty snippets of videos and can be encouraging in some way, and that it may meet you wherever you are and need to be met. So without further ado, let's get started. This is Big Club. No, not Big Club. I just need a video for Big Club. This is the 4% review. We're dealing with day number 4, our success pill number 4, and each one builds upon the next. So make sure that you're doing them in sequential order. Make sure that you are not getting overwhelmed and getting caught up. It's very important that if you don't get through all the videos, then don't hit complete, you know, because the timer is going to start for the next video, and then that's going to come through. And if you're getting overwhelmed with one, then guess what? It's going to backlog, and then you're just going to be frustrated. And that's not what the program was designed to do. It's supposed to alleviate frustrations, make it easy. Take a bite-sized pill, and you know, get your nutrients in, get your success on, and blow up. So if you just joined me for the first time, welcome, and check out my other videos. Subscribe to my channel, where I'm documenting this journey, and other different companies that I use, and other MSIs that I'm using to create MSIs to really live in multi-millionaire status and knocking on billionaire and soon to be on billionaire status. So that's what's up. That's what we're dealing with. And without further ado, for real this time, let's get logged into the back office here. And let's click on our challenge. Booyah, 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 booyah. All right, here we go. Let's see. I just finished up session 4, and my session 5 opened up, but I have not gone to session 5 yet. I got to deal with it, disseminate it, eat it, digest it. Then I'm going to give you a little review of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on section 6. Let's just go down. Let's see how many pop up. I'm really, there's a lot of pills down here in need to open that. 30, I've never scrolled down this far. See, right now, where's it bringing us to? Bringing us to 60. 60. I think the whole entire course is around, based upon feedback that I've been hearing within community. I think we're in there. Everybody else, the pioneers, are in on 30 something. So, you know, we got some things to do so we can make this 10K challenge happen. I'm really excited. I really feel myself getting closer to this transition, to this transmutation rather, of $10,000 being transferred and transmuted into my physical realm. And I'm excited about that. I really like this course a lot. Trust me, if I didn't, I'll let you know, because I have, you know, game recognized game, and I want you to recognize what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see what's going on in session 4.
Hey, welcome back.
All right, so
Let's
yeah, that's what this is. So check us out. Actually, I remember seeing session 4 before I even started the challenge, because Vic pulled this module out to reveal it to a lot of people, just to give them a sneak peek about what's going on, and actually to let it really take root of them, because this is a huge session. and this is not my first time hearing this being broken down. It is I love hearing it being broken down in the ramifications that is pertinent to marketing, but it's not really just about marketing. Once you really understand the concepts of this, you will see and how to apply it in every area of your life. I remember my mom has passed away, but I remember telling my mother before she passed, that we should really, as human beings, we should really decide. And not even, this is way before I even knew about this stuff or I even heard about this stuff. I just like innately was like aware and became aware of this concept, just because of my own really analyzing how did I get to where I got, because I've always been like a thinker. I always talk to myself. I review things that happen. I use birthdays as not just for celebrating, but like milestones to see what have I ascertained this far and where I'm projected to go, and to retweak things to make sure that I keep my eyes on the prize, and then we get crunk and make things happen that I want to make happen because I know I have the power to do so. But I remember telling my mom that we should learn how to do at least 2 things at least once a year. First one was 6 months, and next 6 months, however you want to break it down, because there's so much knowledge, so much goodness to be learned from doing that. And I remember because this is around the time where I was learning how to inline roller skate, because I didn't even know how to roller skate. That was just something that never happened as a child. And man, I must have been somewhere in my mid-30s, early 30s, and I was like, let's just do it, because my life is just basically a combination of the things I love. So it was time for me to learn how to roller inline roller skate. And I was like, man, this is, thinking back on that first week, that first day was like brutal. I'm like, how does anybody skate? Because it was just torturous. I mean, I was like, oh my goodness. I felt so inadequate, and I was clumsy. I was falling over the place. The level of frustration I had, it was just insurmountable. But it didn't stop me, because day 2, I went out there, had a little more strength, a little more courage, doing a little more, be able to like kind of push myself off and kind of skate down I went to the park, city park here. I went down and kind of skating around the thing. And then I got day 3, I got a little better, a little more stronger. But I remember I think day 4 or 5, what I did was I put on long sleeve clothes, had long jeans on, had my helmet, my pads, my arm guards, my knee guards. That day I dedicated to falling down. You heard me. I dedicated that day to falling down. So I equipped my body so that when I fell, I will protect my skin, my body, right? So, but I chose that day to fall because I realized that there's a good way to fall and not a good way to fall. And I wanted to really own my body and own the way I do fall, so that when I do fall, because I was falling a lot, that I will learn how to brace myself and put some good habits into play, so that when I fall, I can brace myself and be cool and get up. So, within a week's time, I was able to, be out there by myself and slowly got better and better, and I just was religious about it, adamant about it. I wanted to do it, and I got better and better at it. So, but it was so many life principles that I figured out within that session. And when I was talking to my mom, I was like, listen, I think that we should, as human beings that are conscious beings that really want to stay sharp and become great, we should learn how to do something at least something new twice a year, because it becomes not only you go through that process, but it's not long before you see, we forget things, but if you do it often enough, you remember how hard it was, how difficult it seemed, how clumsy you were, but it was your sheer desire and your will that you wanted it bad enough, so you went to the next day, and then you can track back and you see each day you became a little bit better. There's a quote, there's a saying from a quote from Gladiator. No, it's not Gladiator. This guy who played Gladiator, I forget his name right now. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. He was in the A Beautiful Mind, and one of my favorite lines that he says that with each attempt, the odds of success increases exponentially. And I'm thinking, wow, that's bad. That's killer. Actually, I need to. If you follow me, I actually I put a lot of motivational, inspirational information that is not mine necessarily, but that comes to me, that flows to me, and I put it in on my Instagram page, and also now I do it on Facebook as well. But I need to add that. I need to make a note to add that quote to my inspirational wall, because it's powerful, and if you really marinate and see what happens, that you will realize that it's true, that each time that you try something new, literally your odds does increases for success exponentially. So all right, all that was a precursor to say how this lesson is huge. This lesson that Bill that Vickers talks about, he shows you why we don't do what we want to do, why the poor keeps getting less than, and how the rich keeps getting more than. It's very powerful information here, so you definitely want to look forward to day number session 4. And if it's like, this was not my first time hearing this information, but it's good to keep hearing this information, because I'm watering, nurturing my subconscious and the seeds that are in that. So for those of you who have never heard this before, oh my goodness, listen to this at least 5 to 10 times easily, because it's you need to understand and really be able to try to listen to it over and over again, and then try to explain it to somebody. Because if I agree, and I flow from the auspices that you don't really understand something until you can teach it to like a 5-year-old or maybe 8-year-old. Make sure that you can be able to, you own it, so you can break it down so that people understand. Teach it somebody, learn something, teach it, and that's how you really know if you own it, because that's also comes from my years of being a teacher, because people don't really own things until you have to really teach it to somebody. All right, so this is very powerful. And then it's in the subsection, he really goes back to it, and he really hits it even more so about how to connect this with your actual goal, how your goal card, how when you set something in motion, when you wrote it down, how it is going to be not as easy as you hear a lot of people say it is. But this is why, and this is why everyone who breaks through and have their goal and their dreams manifested, everybody has to go through this process. So understand it, be prepared for it, and then just do it. Understand that this is part of the process. So this is really good. And hey, what do you know? The strangest secret in the world is here. You want to deal with this? Me personally, I've been listening to it at least 3 to 5 times a day. When I'm at the gym, I'm listening to it. Probably, I just listen to back and back. If I'm in the gym for about a good hour, I hear it twice. But if I'm like going to the gym and then by being in the gym, that'll be 3 times, and then I'll try to get in it at nighttime before I go to bed. But you cannot hear this enough. Trust me, you cannot. So that's good. You want to make sure you deal with this now. And this, and let's daily dose number 3. Vic begins to talk about money. Okay, well, and 4 in this subsection 3, he shows you how to get money. Talk about it, get it. You know what I'm saying? They flow one next to the other, and without taking Vic Stunner, because this is actually, you see, this is a long one. It is an hour and 26 minutes. Pretty long. He basically introduces you the law of compensation. He breaks it down. He makes it applicable to you, your situation, no matter what you're doing. Very important. And then he also introduces the concept of MSIs, which is multiple streams of income. And then he says how, I think in session 5, we're going to actually begin to set those multiple streams of income. He's going to expose or show the systems that he's created so that you can tap into MSIs, because an MSI is something that you don't. It's basically having a multiple stream of income coming to you, but it's not something that you. It's not like having 5 jobs. It's like having a system set in place that when you set it up, you put a lot of work to set it up, and then you flip the switch, and it's on autopilot, and then it just flows to you day and night. Money comes from different directions. So, MSIs is all about. That's what it's all about. And if you look at any of the uber rich. Like I remember when what's his name? Shaquille O'Neal was playing NBA. There was a point in time that he did not even touch one check from the NBA because he was getting so much money from endorsements. You know, and he still couldn't spend all that money. So all his millions of dollars that he was getting from playing in the NBA was just going into an account. I don't know what he was doing with it, but I remember in the interview where it was like boom, you know, and this is what happens. You know, the ultra rich, they have multiple streams of income coming to them, and you know what, you can too, and that's what we're going to get into. I'm anxious to get into about session 5, so I need to really check it out, digest it, and I'm gonna talk about it and let you know what's up with it. And you can see here's our action steps. Make sure you do the action. Remember, get knowledge, do knowledge. Pick up knowledge, do something with that knowledge. Just don't get it, do something with it. Pray, move your feet. All right. And then you will complete this session and check it out. And then your timer will start and you will be ready for the 5th session of our daily success pill. Thank you guys. I hope that, you know, this has been informational. We got a little, I said more than I thought I was going to say in the very beginning before we actually got to it. But hey, it's David Pulver Speaks. I'm speaking. I felt that, you know, if you notice, I let things flow, and I think those who are watching this is very purposeful, and I know that you need to hear it. I needed to say it, not just for you, but for myself as well. So hope that you can latch on to something that I said, move forward with it, and become better than what you were before. It's always my intention to leave you with an impression of increase. If this is resonating with you, I want to give you an opportunity to lock arms with me, to take the challenge with me, to join our tribe. Click on the button below. If not, if you just want to check out Eat Some Popcorn and see what happens next, that's cool too. I'm excited about this, and I'm excited about this for you as well. So thank you once again for checking out the 4th percent review daily dose, day number 4. I will see you on the next video. Remember that abundance is your birthright. Open your conscious mind so that you can partake of it with abundance. From abundance, he took abundance, and still abundance remained. Remember that. Meditate on that if you would. All right, cool. I'll see you guys later.